We are 3 hours and 40 minutes away. No, I'm not talking about the lunar moon landing or anything related to the moon mission today. We are 3 hours and 40 minutes away from an 18-year-old potentially creating history in the world of chess. Yes. Ramesh Babu Praggnanandhaa versus Magnus of the Chess World Cup. That is 4:30 p.m. IST. Now remember, this is a very, very important game for both. Magnus Carlsen will be hoping to win the game in the classical one so that he doesn't have to face the tiebreakers on Thursday. On the other hand, Praggnanandhaa will be hoping that he can once again continue his lean and mean run that he's had against Magnus Carlsen. Remember, not many people beat Carlsen 3 to 4 times. Praggnanandhaa has already achieved that in his 18-year career. In 2016, remember, when he was just 10 years old, at that time he first beat Carlsen. Now you're going to see him potentially create history on the bigger, grander stage in the chess world, and that is the Chess World Cup. Now, today, what is going to be the format? Now, you remember classical chess is a lot like test match cricket. You play according to the moves, you take your own time and you prepare and plan how it is. You are given 90 minutes on the clock. After move number 40, additional 30 minutes is added. And then every move that you make afterwards, you get a 30-second time increment. That's how it is. Praggnanandhaa and Carlsen, the way how they played in the first game was already an indication that not look comfortable. That is because Magnus Carlsen has been plagued by food poisoning for the past couple of days and he's not been 100%. Praggnanandhaa, on the other hand, with the blessings of his mother who's accompanied him, he's getting home cooked food as well there. So, Praggnanandhaa getting the normal home cooked Indian food, that is the ultimate comfort that anybody can have in the world. Carlsen, on the other hand, he's struggling with health issues, and that is why heading into this game, you may say that Praggnanandhaa has a slight edge over Carlsen. But let us remember one very important thing. This, if you do not get a champion today, you will definitely get a champion on Thursday, because then you will go into the rapid and blitz tiebreakers that happen. So, in this situation, Ramesh Babu Praggnanandhaa will be hoping that maybe if he can beat him in the classical, it will be a feat which is unparalleled. And remember, if it's taken to the rapid and blitz tiebreakers, it is 50-50, because both Carlsen and Praggnanandhaa are excellent when it comes to the rapid and the blitz sections of the chess world. Now remember, Praggnanandhaa has gone to 3 tiebreakers. In the game against Fabiano Caruana and against Arjun Erigaisi, he both went to tiebreakers. And remember, against Caruana, he was exhausted. And that is why this draw is much more credible than what it was on game 1. So game 1 ended in a 35-move draw. Both players still feeling the after effects of their matches. Carlsen in particular, he's been having food poisoning. Praggnanandhaa, an exhausting game that happened against Fabiano Caruana. So because of that, it was a 35-move game, the shortest that we have had in the Chess World Cup so far. Now, there is a very peculiar trait when it comes to Magnus Carlsen. Yesterday, for his first 3 moves alone, he took about close to 7 to 10 minutes. And then on yet another move, move number 13, he took close to 30 minutes. That is the situation that Carlsen is. Now remember, when you take 7 to 10 minutes for a move, it means your preparation is not that great. And that is why Carlsen took his own time to figure out the opening. But Praggnanandhaa had prepared well. He had known what could be the openings that Carlsen could get, and he prepared for each and every one of them, and it showed in his preparation. He was very solid in defense. The middle game as well as in the end game, there was no panic from him. When the queen exchange took place, at that time you realized that perhaps Carlsen and Praggnanandhaa will agree for the draw. Now today, Praggnanandhaa will play with black pieces, Carlsen will play with white pieces. And remember, with white, Carlsen has had greater success. With black, Carlsen didn't have that much of success. Praggnanandhaa, on the other hand, he's had equal success with both pieces. So this is going to be a very keenly and very evenly fought game, because it is going to be a very, very important situation at this time. Vasudha, I am very sorry. This is a chess live. I will not take any kind of cricket questions in this. You can ask a cricket question in a cricket live. This is exclusively a chess live, which I cannot take any other questions on. So if you have any chess related questions, please do send it to us. So Praggnanandhaa is going to be really, really at it today, because with black pieces, he'll be really, really sorry. He'll be really, really solid in that. Now, today, 90 minutes on the clock, and then you have 30 minutes after move 40. And after that, maybe by about 8:30, 9:30, we will come to know whether we'll have a new champion or whether we are going to have a new champion on Thursday. Because remember, Praggnanandhaa is really, really on the cusp of something special. He's already the youngest World Cup champion. He's already the youngest World Cup, you may say, finalist. He's already the third youngest to get to the candidates. This is going to be a brilliant question indeed. The third youngest in elite company, Bobby Fischer and Magnus Carlsen, two greats. So Pradeep is asking, is draw good result for Prague today? It will be a 50-50 thing, Pradeep, because I'll tell you why. Carlsen is good in all formats. I mean, there's no denying that. Is why he is the greatest ever chess player that we have seen. Now, if it's a draw today, maybe on Thursday, you'll have to go through the grind of the rapid and blitz tiebreakers. And remember, Carlsen plays such moves. As Vishwanathan Anand pointed out in our interaction on Sports Today yesterday, he said Carlsen makes mistakes, but they are not too obvious to the naked eye. He makes very small mistakes, but if he makes a blunder, it's a big one. Now, that scope reduces when you're playing the classical tournament. If it's a draw today, you remember, Praggnanandhaa has beaten him in all the rapid formats. He's beaten him 3 times in the rapid format. So, if he can get him to rapid and blitz, it may be a good thing for Praggnanandhaa. But remember, this is the Chess World Cup. Preparations will be even more immense. Carlsen will want to definitely end that losing streak against him. So, you may have to go for the win today. Because on tiebreakers, then you'll be totally then reliant on luck. Then both will be exhausted. Carlsen is not 100% fit health-wise. Praggnanandhaa will have to go through his 4th tiebreaker. Remember, he went through Nakamura, Erigaisi, and then Caruana. 4th against Carlsen, it will be too much to ask for him. So that was the only thing that is there. Cookie Vampire, that was only the online rapid, though very bad match, but still it's a rapid format. Yeah, maybe face-to-face, it may be a different intimidation altogether, but still, a win is a win, irrespective of what was there, because you had to play in the rapid situations from maybe 2020 to 2022 online because of the COVID situation that was in the world. So, that is the situation. 3 times he's beaten him online in a rapid game, but here, across the board, it may be a different thing altogether. So, today, Praggnanandhaa will be squaring off with Carlsen with black pieces, and Carlsen will have the white pieces. Today, if anybody wins, he is crowned the Chess World Cup winner. If a draw happens today, you're then going to go into the rapid and the blitz tiebreakers. That is the situation that is going to be there. So, either today or Thursday, the countdown has begun. Today, it's indeed a very historic day for India because of 2 individuals. Pragyan, who's there in outer space and is about to land on the moon, and Praggnanandhaa. Praggnanandhaa may be the first Indian. He could be the youngest ever Chess World Cup winner. And if you look at it, Carlsen against individuals who are less than 20 years, he does tend to struggle a bit. Because remember, Praggnanandhaa has beaten him 3 times, but this only loss in this Chess World Cup 2023 has been in the hands of 17-year-old German player Vincent Keimer. Now, Keimer beat him in the first match, and then Carlsen somehow had to come back and win the second game. And that's why he went to tiebreakers, and since then, he has been really, really solid. Carlsen and Praggnanandhaa both have had experience in the tiebreak sections, but Praggnanandhaa has had it more because he's gone through it 3 times. If it's a draw today, it'll be the 4th time. So that is why it's going to be an epic contest today from 4:30 p.m. IST. You can see it on all the chess streaming channels that are there. We also will be giving you updates as and when it happens. If there is a win, if it's a draw, or if it's a loss, you will come to know about it on Sports Today first thing when it happens, because we will be bringing you live updates of that. And don't forget, we have to cheer for Praggnanandhaa because it is a historic day in Indian chess, and potentially, if you look at it, it is the passing of the torch movement. Vishwanathan Anand had held Indian chess in the highest regard in the world for nearly 40 years. Now it's the turn of the likes of Dommaraju Gukesh, Arjun Erigaisi, Vidit Gujarati, and Ramesh Babu, Praggnanandhaa to take it forward. And let us not forget that there are other upcoming stars also. Serene, then there is Leon Mendoza, there is also in the women's section you have Humpy, you have Harika Dronavalli, all those players. They are now the next new generation when it comes to Indian chess, and it is truly an inspiration. And in Vishwanathan Anand's own words, a golden generation in Indian chess at this point in time. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this preview of the Carlsen versus Praggnanandhaa Game 2 final. We'll be back when the match ends. So, thank you so much, folks, and tap that bell icon so when we go live. Don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye bye.